It's rolling. Okay, I'll start. And then you ask the first question. Hi, everybody. It's Rick.
And Rusty.
With eatingwestvirginia.com. And we are here at PJ Barry's in Sutton, West Virginia with Lex. And we're going to ask him some questions about the restaurant and how he got started.
First of all, just tell us a little bit about how you ended up in Sutton and opening this restaurant.
How I ended up in Sutton was when I finished graduate school as a school psychologist. Word was that West Virginia was hiring all kinds of school psychologists. So I came to West Virginia, had many interviews, Pocahontas County, Pineville, Sutton, and I had my choice of where to go, and the reason we picked Sutton was because of the lake and that the 4-lane was about 5 minutes away, as opposed to Pineville where you'd have to drive an hour and a half before you got to something like where you could actually travel.
And you've been here how long?
I've lived in West Virginia since 1978, so that's about 35 years.
So you're practically a native now.
I'm practically a native.
Right on.
You may sit down wherever you like. So can you edit that out?
Yeah, I get it.
Okay.
I might not, but it'll be fine.
So tell us, how did you come about opening this restaurant?
Well, actually, I ended up buying the building, which there was another restaurant in town, and they had sort of been booted out of the place, and everybody was going to miss this restaurant, and they were looking for a place to relocate to. And there was a group of us that thought that we would buy this building and then propose to the owners of the other restaurant. You know, like in 10 years you pay us back, and then, you know, blah, blah, blah. And that didn't go through. And then one day I thought, you know, I mean, this building is relatively cheap. I'm just going to buy it myself. I did, with the help of my dad, and paid cash for it. And the project started thinking that there was going to be a restaurant in here that wasn't mine. And it turns out that it ended up being mine because the person decided that he didn't want to do it anymore. And it got to be quite the expensive venture.
I can edit this part too. What's the next question that we usually ask?
Tell us a little bit about what your favorite menu items are.
Well, the favorites...
You or customers?
I don't know, you have to ask Mike. This is what happens when you're in a sole owner and server and everything. You got to do everything. People rave about our hamburgers. They love them. The PJ burger, bacon cheeseburger. The crab cakes are very popular. We have some excellent pasta dishes. Lately, we've been going with poached salmon over a bed of kale greens, which is becoming quite popular. I take it from the cuisines I read about, and our steaks. So.
Well, I'll say we sampled the crab cake, and it was fantastic.
Yes,
we loved it.
really good. Really good.
Excuse me, he wants to see us about the beer on pack.
Could you shut that up?
Sure. Okay, we're back. So who was PJ Barry? Can you tell us a little bit about the namesake of the restaurant and why it's called PJ Barry's?
Well, it's called PJ Barry's because in the 1800s there was this store here that was called either TJ Barry's or PJ Barry's. I believe that they were two brothers, but it ended up being called the PJ Barry Building in the 1800s. It was a mercantile store. The motto was "Get it at Barry's," because anything that you needed you could get here. So it's sort of like a precursor to Walmart in its day.
Cool.
So when we opened the restaurant and we started talking about names, and everybody came up with all the cutesy names and this and that, whatever. And one day I thought, you know what, I'm just going to name it PJ Barry's, because in the back of the building forever it has said PJ Barry's painted on the back. And flows off the tongue. It has a great name to it, and so it's been PJ Barry's.
Makes perfect sense.
Yes.
It's a great name too.
On to the last
Final
question,
question.
which we ask this of everyone. If you could sit down and have a meal with anyone alive or passed on, who would it be and why?
Can be anybody, famous or otherwise.
I would say my father, only because he contributed. He never got to see its completion.
Right.
Excellent answer.
Yeah, we get, a lot of folks that we've asked that question of have said a parent.
Yeah.
And I think that's,
Yeah.
a very...
My mom has seen it, and she's been here.
Well, thank you so much for sitting down with us and talking to us and letting us eat your food. And we had a great time, and we'll definitely be back.
Okay.
Thanks, Lex.
That's great.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks.